Everybody welcome, you're hanging out with Ben. This is the Hardcore Punk Project here on the X, 92.5 FM in Kamloops. Today we have Juho from Swallow the Sun, a Finnish death doom band. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. First off, you okay with the teen interviewing you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, since Moonflowers is coming out in a few days, I'd like to talk about the new album and a few other things. Now, I find it interesting that there's going to be a blood moon on November 19th, which is the same day that Moonflowers comes out. Was this planned or is it a coincidence?
Well, this is a total coincidence. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Are you going to be viewing this? The blood moon?
Sorry?
Are you going
Come
to be
again?
viewing the blood moon?
Oh, for sure. Now that you told me that there is going to be one. That's great. Yeah.
Alright. Now, is it true that Finland is the promised land of heavy metal, or is it just a term that foreigners use?
No, it definitely is that because it's like almost every week when we get the charts, there are typically like several bands in the top 10 with their new albums, like heavy metal bands. So it's like it's in our blood and has been for a long time. So it really is a promised land of heavy metal.
Alright. Are you or any of the band members superstitious? Like, do you do the same thing every time before going on stage?
I don't know. Maybe some of us are a little, but and I think we all have our own quirks and stuff we like to do. It's pretty mellow. Nothing too extravagant.
Alright. First song on the album is Moonflowers Bloomin' Misery. I kind of like the transition between clean and growling vocals. Is this part of the evolution as a band, or has it always been this way?
Yeah, I think it's going more towards the more clean vocal stuff for the past few albums at least. But it's like the band has always been into like the extremes and trying to play with both like the beauty of metal and uh, the like evil side of metal. So it's like a really really cool like dynamics to the stuff. So you can use like both extremes of the sound. So it's in the band sound for sure, and it's going to be for from now on. I'm sure.
Alright. What have you learned about life from a kid?
Like since I was a kid, or
Uh, what have you learned about life from a kid?
from a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's I don't know. Maybe we all should like try to live in the moment a little bit more and not worry about stuff that has happened or is going to happen, because it's in the end everything is happening now and it doesn't matter in the end. So
Alright. What is the most unique thing you've ever seen?
most unique thing I've ever seen, that's a really tough question. I don't know. I don't know if I have seen anything like really unique. I don't know.
Alright.
But I don't know if for me unique. I don't know. I love the series Breaking Bad, and we on one tour we went to the places where they shot that series, and that was pretty unique for me at least. I don't know if it's unique for others, but for me it was like really cool.
Oh yeah, I can see that. The move to clean energy, do you think we're going fast? Do you think we're doing enough fast enough?
Uh, I think we can't be too fast with that stuff. We should be much faster and do things as fast as possible, because I think we are on a cliff at the moment. So we need to change our ways, but the faster the better.
Alright. Conspiracy theories, do they interest you at all?
Um, maybe in a way that it maybe it tells a little something about the human nature, that people tend to be gravitating towards that stuff. But for me personally, I'm never been into conspiracy theories, and there's for sure there are conspiracies in the world, but not like the typical that people seem to be talking about. So
Yeah. Okay, what is the strangest object you have fallen in love with?
hmm. So, from the top of my head, it's like the Rubik's cube.
Hmm.
That's been like a recent like cool object that kind of like is weird for me at least. So I don't know why, but
All right. Next song is "Keep Your Heart Safe from Me." Mika's vocals in this one really grabbed my attention because it seems like he's more of a narrator of an epic story or something like that. Was that the intention?
yeah, there are always in Swallow the Sun's music. It's always a storyline that is going on the albums, and it's a really integral part of the songs. So I'm sure that Mikko has like been really careful to like put that into his vocals as well, so that like the whole storyline gets to like open up throughout the album. So that's most likely intentional for sure.
All right. If you had 1 minute to address all the world leaders in these uncertain times, what would you say and why?
Uh, Listen to Elon Musk. Ask him what to do. He
Yeah,
knows
that
better.
seems like a good choice.
Yeah, one of the better ones for sure.
All right. 10 minutes in a room alone with one of your biggest musical influences. Who would it be and what would you talk about?
uh, Maybe Dimebag, and like
Mm,
I would want to like pick his brain about how he ended up with the solos and the whole style of playing he had, and that would be like awesome to pick his brain about that.
all right. The same artist, so Pantera, if they were to cover one of your songs, which one would you want them to and why?
Hmm, that's a great question. Yeah, maybe I would want to them to cover like some a little bit like mellower song, like Cathedral Walls, for instance. That would be like really cool to hear.
All right. The most memorable venue you've ever played at.
Uh, Maybe Whiskey a Go Go. That has been like a awesome, like a legendary place, and that's an like awesome. Even though it's like it's not like the most cleanest or the biggest or the like most expensive looking, but it's the most legendary. So I felt at home there for sure.
All right. What are some of your other passions other than music?
Yeah, I'm uh, actually I went for so long that I I didn't do almost anything other than music. But I've like during the past like 2 or 3 years, I have been like getting into like my childhood passions again. So it's like combat sports is like really uh, something that I really like enjoy to like um, watch the matches, and I like I have a heavy bag at home, and I hit that sometimes, and that stuff that's like really fun. And when if I have the time, I'll play a little like old Nintendo 8-bit games and that stuff. But it's mostly music though. So and I try to read books. That's probably the most important hobbies of mine. So
All
and I
right.
hit the gym. That's important, kids.
Yep. Okay, and next song is The Void. This one is full-on clean vocals. Interesting. Why?
Yeah, it's sometimes like songs that just like want to be sung clean, and sometimes there are like more places for harsh vocals. But typically we don't tend to like differentiate between the songs. And if some song just works with only clean vocals, then it's just asking for just clean vocals. So we go by feel, and we see what comes out of the other end. So it's just a coincidence that songs just needs clean vocals. So
All right. Is there one... Oh, nope, I missed that. If you were to have a tattoo to tell the story behind your music and a band, what would the tattoo look like? What would the story be about?
yeah, maybe um, maybe it would be some symbol. I think something that like yin and yang or something like that. That has like both sides, like the light and the dark. So and maybe something to do with things being eternal. But maybe I'll leave the actual symbol to you to decide. But something like that.
All right. Now, is there one life-altering event that has changed your life for the good?
Yeah, there have been many. I think. I don't know if it's maybe when I started playing guitar, that has been a major life-changing event. It was just like I've just moved from moved towns with my family, and in the new school there was like a new friend of mine who was thinking about putting a band together, and he asked if I wanted to join the band, and that has been like a really big life altering thing, because the rest of my life is like being music. So basically it wasn't meant to go like that, but it somehow just landed like that. So
All right. If someone was to make a movie about the band, who would you like to play you?
oh uh, who would it be? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hmm.
I think he would match my beautiful face.
Okay. If you had to choose one time in the past to live in, when would it be? Would you be a pirate, cowboy, Viking, gladiator, something like that? What would you be and why?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I actually think that it's like by far the best time to be alive that we are living now. But I don't know. I'm not that much into thinking about the past. It's like I'm not. But if I had to choose something, eh, maybe it would be really tough. But I think it would be really cool to see how people ended up coming to Finland in the first place. Because it's like I don't know why people have come here, because it's really cold and the weather is awful.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people did it, and they had to cross like this ice to get to Finland. So it had to be during the winter time. So that makes it even more like weird that they ended up coming here. But that would be nice to see, but it would be awful to be there. But
All right. Can you tell us two things on your bucket list?
um, what would be a that's a tough question. I try not to like think too much in those terms that if I want to do something, then I typically do it. But I'm not maybe I don't know. Maybe because I run a studio and I work here as my day job, and that's probably my the other great passion in my life on top of playing guitar. So maybe it would have something to do with that, but like maybe record or produce some really cool band like Mesuga or something like that. But that is not probably going to happen, but it's like it's a good bucket list item if it's not going to probably happen. So
right.
I'll pick that one.
Yep, that's good. If you could put something in a time capsule that would not be opened for 30 years, what would it be and why?
Maybe I would put the upcoming Swallow the Sun album there, because I would really like to like open it and see myself how I'm feeling about the album like in 30 years, because it's the albums are always like made from the heart, so it's like sometimes it's really hard to like know or like think about what you feel about the album, but only like after like 10 years you see it. Okay, I was in this place in my life and I needed to be doing that thing. That would be really interesting to see.
All right. Now, my story about hearing this band for the first time, it's actually kind of interesting. I actually first heard about the band after listening to 100 by Heavy Saurus and hearing Miko's guest vocals in that, so I was like, that sounds like an interesting band name. So I checked them out and was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that, and then you come up for an interview, so what else was I supposed to do?
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, I wish I could interview them one day. It probably won't happen either.
I don't know. They're like fine gentlemen. I'm sure they would love to give you an interview if you ask.
Yep, I'll figure that out at some point.
Yeah.
Have any of you have any others? I can't say this right. Have you done guest instrumentals with any other bands? Have you like collaborated with other bands before?
Yeah, not me personally that much. So a few guitar solos here and there, but nothing of like great importance.
All right. Now, this is a question that I ask all the artists I've interviewed. I've done so many I've lost count at this point. So, will you accept a challenge from me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. The challenge is a cover of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson in Swallow the Sun style.
We actually love Michael Jackson, so it's but yeah, that would be awesome. I'll have to talk up with the other guys though. So
yeah, I'm just imagining how it would sound, and it's priceless.
I would love to hear Mikko singing that.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today, so I'd like to thank you, Juho, for joining me today on the X. Stay safe and be well.
Yeah, thanks, man. You too.
All right. Have a good evening.
Bye. Yeah, thanks, man.